Alright guys, working on another ratchet today. I'm sorry if a lot of ratchets, but videos lately, but I have a lot of them. This is a Wizard brand. It's a Henry 2833, the number on it. It's actually a really nice ratchet. I like it. The design is thin, feels good in the hand. It's in really good shape. It really doesn't need anything. It's 10.5 inches long. It seems to work. It's just clanky. So I think it's a little dry. So let's take it apart and see what we got. I don't think I've ever had one of these apart. So this will be an experience. Ooh, there's a ball bearing right there. I'm glad I didn't just... Okay. So how does that work? Oh. See the flat spot? That's what catches that ball bearing right there. So, and there's a ball bearing here. So if this comes out, does that ball bearing fall out? I bet there's a spring, there's ball bearing on both sides. I bet you. I'm gonna lose a ball bearing, I think. Maybe not. Let's see what I get here. I'm pulling the pin out on the top, see? I can't tell how close I'm. See if this will come out without losing the ball bearing. I want the ball bearing to fall. There it goes. That's what it is. It's a ball bearing, 2 ball bearings and 1 spring. Check that out. Cool. I don't ever remember having one of these apart, so I like it. I'm just putting it all together so I don't lose the ball bearings and the spring. This was dry. It's not in bad shape at all. Looks like the teeth are in really good shape. Yeah. The ring gear in there is really good. No damage. And this ratchet's nice. There again, this is another one from the estate sale where I don't have much of anything in it. I think I've got less than $2 and everything. I really need to sit down and kind of figure what I've got in this stuff, but I think I figured like $1.80 or something like that. Keep clean and oil. Well, we're not going to oil, we're going to grease. I'm not a big fan of the oil on ratchets, but you guys can use oil if you want. There's a little grease on the inside here. I'd venture to say Wizard's probably this Western Auto, I think, it's Wizard brand. And I think there was a Western Auto in the town I live in right now. I think there was one long time ago. Western Auto was kind of like Sears. They sold, the Craftsman had Western Auto had Wizard, and I think they sold Durachrome and Industrial too. Yeah, it feels like old, it might have been just where it was used. The grease was, I'll take the fiber wheel on the Dremel and clean that up real good, make it polished, make it really smooth on the inside. Gotta hurry up and get this done. I didn't realize what time it was. I got chicken smoking right now. That's in really good shape. There's a little trash right there that I need to figure out. Probably just kind of crusty. Kind of crusty in there. This is black, like blackened. Almost got a blue to it. Blue. Want to see what the, want to get a real good look at the teeth on this. I'm looking in the camera with you guys. That looks good. There's not even, I don't see really any wear marks. There's a little wear right, that looks like a shiny spot of wear mark there. Man, this thing looks good. Looks real good. I like it. As many ratchets as I bought from this guy, he's probably by the looks of the shop when I was in there, he had tools everywhere, so he probably didn't use a lot of these tools. Or he didn't like this ratchet, who knows? Well, no, he used it. He used it as a hammer for sure. Both sides. It's funny, he didn't use it a hammer on it to break it loose, but he used it as a hammer to beat on something. Alright, let me finish cleaning this up, and then I don't know if we'll polish it or not. Alright. Let's look at this here. Put this thing back together. I am going to put just a little bit of grease right there. Not a lot, just enough to, I think it's tapered to where the ball bearing doesn't fall out. Am I correct or am I wrong? Yeah. Now, here's the tricky part. Enough. Let's see what rides on top of this. Okay, that needs a little grease there. Might as well, let's wait. Oops, I'm trying to get the grease without the cup sticking to the table. I want to grease the bottom here and under here. I tried to use the Dremel with the fiber wheel under here and clean this up. It really didn't need it, but I want it as smooth as possible. So this can go either way, but it's keyed, it's timed, if you want to say that. So that has to go like this. So the ball bearing goes here. Oh, this is going to be trickier. And see, it's timed. See what I mean by that? That's timed. So that has to fit right down in there. Well, let's do this. Since the ball bearing wants to fall out. Come on. Let's grease the little place right there. Let's stick the ball bearing back here. Man, this should be able to press. I'm going to use the slot to press down, just like that. Then I should be able to see how I still have to go down further. So what I'm going to do is press the ball bearing in on the spring and then bring this down, because this part right here, that's what the ball bearing rides on. You can see the wear pattern right there on the ball, where the ball bearing rides. So if I compress the ball bearing and then push this down, come on baby, come on, just like that, see? Now before I go any further, let's grease the ring gear here on the inside. This thing's got a patent date on it. When I get done, I'll look up the patent date on it. I'm gonna have to find a different way to put grease. Okay, now I want to lightly grease this. Lightly give that a little. So I'm not putting a lot of grease. Doesn't really need that much. The ring gear is probably the only thing that really needs grease. Now, the cap right here. Oh, that was something I want to show you on the cap. Look what I found in manufacturing. Look at this. Look at this raised spot right here. It's almost like damaged, but almost kind of looks like it's meant to be. And it's this part right here. But I put it together, you know, floated it, make sure it all, but I couldn't find anything. So put this, come on, there. Now, get that in there. You gotta slightly push that paw. There you go. The only problem is I got the key weight, but I wanted to just get it where I could get this spring clip on. Oh. Raise it up just a little bit. Now see if I can do it with my fingers. Oh, that clip is tough. Yeah, got it. A little grease coming out on the edge. Oh, it's so quiet now. Oh, this thing switches so nice. I'm not a big fan of these triangle style thumb turns, but man, this thing's smooth. Holy smokes, that thing is nice. I like this. That is, it's got some, there's no slop, there's no play. Oh man. I like that. That is awesome. Sometimes you get them and they got some slop and some play. It's almost like a fine tooth ratchet. I think this is 60 tooth. I think. Let's give it a coat of wax real quick. I ran it over the polishing wheel just to knock some of the dirt off of it. Really, it really didn't need polishing at all. Didn't need much work. except for the man using it as a hammer, I can't really see anything wrong with the thing. Let me see I'll be right back. I want to see what the patent date is for. Alright guys, the patent date on this thing is 1954 was granted, applied in 52, so it's a little older than I thought, but I bet they made these up until probably, you know, most manufacturers make, you know, something for a decade. There's a few that only made a couple for a year or two, but I'll bet you this was made for a while. It's actually in really good shape. Didn't do a lot to it. Took it apart, cleaned it, give it a little polishing here and there. Gave it a light polish on the polishing wheel. And you can see the damage. You can see they used it as a hammer. Look at there. Look at this side, it's even worse. And it could have been just mad, whatever he was working on, he was just pissed off and just started waylaying. It's amazing that the handle's in such good shape though. I like this. You know, sometimes you'll grab a ratchet and the chrome plating is flaking off and it's like a paper cut. You just drag your hand across it and you catch it. But this one's in really good shape. The handle feels good. It's got a good handle. I like it. For less than $2, I think I got a really good buy here. So that's 3 ratchets now that are in really good shape. And you know, I don't know what a new ratchet sells for. Well, I do Craftsman. I looked at a Craftsman the other day. It was like $69. So I think I got a better deal here. And this one's really nice. The only thing, it doesn't have a thumb release. I could get used to this. But that being said, guys, when I do a job, if I plan my jobs, I have a ratchet with every socket I need. So each ratchet has its own socket. I do not, it irritates me when I have to pull a ratchet off or put a socket off to put another one on. Because number one, my hands are dirty, they're greasy. I don't like fumbling with. I'd rather grab the ratchet with the socket on it already. It's kind of like my wife and a scrub nurse. They had their tools all set up in a row and everything they need for surgery. It's the same way. It's the same way I was taught. I have all my tools set up, ready to use. And I even usually I'll have 1 or 2 ratchets with different extensions on them, with a socket or the most popular socket I need. That's just the way I do things. So sometimes I could have 5 or 6 ratchets out, each one of them with a socket on it. It's easy. That saves time, saves money for me. All right, guys. Wizard. Nice, good used tool. I didn't bring this one back to good condition. It was already in pretty good condition. All I did really was lube it and a little light polish on the inside parts. But someone might have one and want to take it apart and see. This is pretty simple. It's actually really easy put together to take apart. Really simple. Just remember, there's 2 ball bearings and a spring in there. If you're not comfortable, do it in a large Ziploc storage bag, a gallon bag. That way you can take it apart and you won't lose the ball bearing. It'll fall off inside the bag. Anyways, guys, give me thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you like. I need to go eat. Y'all have a good day.